at PolinPhonosPhoto.com, and I have a challenge for all of you guys out there to do something that doesn't actually cost you any money, but may make you some money in the long run. Now remember when I went to Paris and Adobe Stock sponsored the trip and I went and took photos and took video? Well, now it's time to upload those photos to Adobe Stock, and I figured I'd show you how I do it, so hopefully you can go try it for yourself and make some money with your photos and video that are just sitting on your computer. So let me show you how this all works. So here I'm in Lightroom, and in order to get them up to Adobe Stock, you need to do not very much. It's pretty easy. I've selected the photos that I want to put up there. Right here on the left-hand side, it says Adobe Stock. Now, it wasn't active for me when I went in here, so I had to go find it, and I couldn't find a lot of information out there. So what you do is you go to Edit Settings. Then what I needed to do, I needed to hit Plugin Manager, and this is where it said Adobe Stock, and I had to enable it. It was disabled. So if yours is disabled, simply go in here and hit Enabled, and you're pretty much good to go. You can follow these instructions, log in using your Adobe account that you already have, and you're pretty much ready to go. So let me show you how this is going to work. I want to upload these images because I think that somebody may want to buy them and use them for something. So I may be like, oh, I want this image, I want this image, I want this image of this dog. I would end up doing everything, but for time purposes, I just want to show you a few of them. This, we got this, and oh, reflections of a right there. So what I'm going to do is drag it right here into my Submit to Adobe Stock. I go ahead and I click over here, and these are the images to submit. This is a test one that I already did. Now, what's going to happen is Adobe is going to automatically upload the resolution that they need for the images for them to sell. So that's a good thing. This is taking all the extra work out of it for you. You just have to drop it in the folder, hit the Publish button, then go put keywords in, and hopefully you make some money. So let's do that. Okay, so now they're done, and it says go to Adobe Stock to complete your submissions and start selling. Oh, it's a question. Question mark? Yes, I'd like to do that. So it goes ahead and it launches the website for Adobe Stock for me to go ahead and finish doing this. And what's happening is it's uploaded all of the images that you've done. So keep in mind, if you're going to do a lot of images, it's going to take a lot of time. Now we're at the part where I'm going to put in the title, the tags, the keywords. Now this is also something that you could do in Lightroom. If you like to tag and keyword your images right there, it's going to upload that into Adobe Stock, but keep in mind that the order that you put the keywords is important because that's how they get their search ranking. So they tell us how that's done. So if you upload them directly from Lightroom with keywords already done, they're going to be done in alphabetical order. You need to go in and rearrange them. So let's go to, say, an image like this. And I've got two of these. So I'm going to hold down Command, and I'm going to select both. And Adobe generally, let's see, if I select just one, does it? Yeah, there it goes. It comes up with some suggestions for me to use, like architecture, building, city, old, house. I'm going to say, let's see, what is this? Title here. Paris, building through the window. I don't know, maybe that sounds like a good title to me. So we got architecture, building, city, old, house. I mean, you can add, it has more, oh, it has Europe, so that's good. Get rid of that, get rid of street, tower, place, maybe historic, get rid of sky, I mean, urban, town. So these, in terms of importance, aren't as important. So it's not a landmark, I get rid of that. But I would definitely type in something like, here's Europe, but let's type in Paris. And there's Paris, and what I'm going to do is drag Paris all the way up to the top because that's important. Window, like window, so here's a window, and I want that up a little higher. So we got city, we got old, I probably want black and white. And then I'm going to put that up here, right about there. I want window up higher. Building architecture. So the idea here is to come up with descriptive terms that people may be looking for. Are there flowers in this one? No, there's no flowers in this one. So let's keep moving on here. So this isn't very hard. And by the way, if you go to bit.ly/frostock. You can get more information, but they also set this up for you where you can see other keywords. They can give you some information for better keywording your images, giving you some recommendations for how this all works. Think like a buyer. Like for this image, it says Asian baby, mother, Asian, attractive, beautiful, child, childhood, yawn, cute, happy. All of these things that somebody may be searching out. So we've got that image for something like this. I wonder if it's going to pick up typewriter. It did. Old vintage antique keyboard. Wow. Typewriter, Remington 10. That's what it is. It may come up. That's really cool. And I'll put like keyboard and QWERTY, QWERTY, because maybe they're searching QWERTY because it's a QWERTY keyboard. Let's see what other recommendations they have. Keys, type music. So it's automatically through Sensei picking up, Adobe Sensei, picking up these extra keywords for you. So you could spend more time with this to figure out what works best for you. But at the very end, I would have to go and hit submit for approval. But in order to submit for approval, I think I need titles, right? I'll just put car, but it's not a car. Dog. You would want to name what type of dog it is. You also, it says recognizable people or property. No, no recognizable person or property on that one. Same thing. No, not recognizable, not recognizable, not recognizable, and not recognizable. So that's one thing you need to keep in mind. If you can recognize a person or a place that's a famous place, you need a model release for that. You can upload that. But if you can't, it's going to be denied and you won't make money off of it. So then at the end, you go ahead and submit for approval and make sure you put all your keywords in, and then I'm submitting these. I'm not going to do it at this time. Okay, I'm going to do it at this time. I'm hitting submit just so you can see what can happen. So it's going ahead, submitting the stuff for approval, and it's going to go through. Remember when I said I shot video? You can also upload video right from Adobe Premiere CC. So if you're doing that, make sure your clip is 60 seconds or less. You upload right from there. You can start making money off of stock video. We used stock video for that Paris trip because we needed, I couldn't get to Versailles because the trains were on strike. So I was like, let's get some Adobe stock footage, which Dan did. He used about 5 different clips from Adobe stock of Versailles, and we were good to go because the clips were there. So this is a great opportunity for you to make some money. If you're already going out and shooting, you might as well just upload stuff because you never know if somebody's going to buy it. And Adobe has made it easy because it's right inside of Lightroom. It's right inside of Premiere. You can upload it. You can hopefully make some money, put some tags and titles and keywords in there, and go have some fun when you're out there and shooting. So for more information, go to bit.ly/frostock. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below. And a big thanks to Adobe Stock for sponsoring that Paris trip. And I hope you guys enjoyed this and learned something. Now go out there, accept the challenge, go make some money, go make some photos. What, kitty? Are you happy? And then that's it. There's the kitty. To check out the Paris vlog, go ahead and click on the screen right now. That's where I'll leave it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.